Hey there everybody, it's Ben. Welcome to Hack That Funnel Radio. Today we're talking about why information products suck. I have spent the last 5 years building hundreds of marketing funnels and systems for over 100 clients, and I can tell you, most of you are skipping the most important part of the funnel build. There is a secret step-by-step blueprint that makes every sales funnel profitable. What is it? That is the question, and this podcast is the answer. My name is Ben Moote, and this is Hack That Funnel Radio. So here's the ugly truth. A lot of us buy a lot of information products. If you're like me, then you are on a buying frenzy. Like I was at Buyer and Heat for 3 years while I was building this out with clients. Like I was just buying everything. Like Facebook training, that sounds great. You made $1 million? Yeah, I'll buy that training. I was just in heat. I was ready to buy everything because I want to learn. Guess what? Learning does not equal profits. So back in the day, a lot of us, we kind of know that, but we don't really know that. When I was like in elementary school, I had just moved. So my family moved around a lot when I was young. I'll start there. My family moved around a lot when I was young. And we had just moved from Washington to Idaho. And I was living in Idaho. I wasn't among friends. I didn't really know anybody. I felt extremely awkward. And as I was sitting at my desk, this gal raises her arm. Or the teacher asks a question, and gal raises her arm to answer. And the teacher points to her and says, "Everybody take note." She always has her hand up, and she's always asking a question. This is a smart girl. You're going to go far. Now, I still know that girl to this day. She's a spectacular girl, and she is extremely smart. I strove for the next 6 years, middle school and high school, to be smart. I wanted to be smart. Oh, I wanted to just be smart, because if I was smart, I wasn't going to fail, and my teachers would be proud of me. And I was like, oh, that's all I just wanted them to be able to look at me and not look at me like I was a failure again. I didn't want them to look and be like, "That's the kid that struggles." I didn't want that. And I was like, I'm going to change whatever the freak I have to change. And so I hung around the smart kids. Didn't quite fit in, and they knew that. But you know what? I liked them. We had fun. I didn't mind being a nerd. And I was turned into a total nerd, and I loved it. And so I spent years trying to be smart. Guess what? Being smart gets you just about as much money as being cool. It doesn't go very far. Trust me. So what does make you money? What really makes you money at the end of the day if it's not an information product that's being sold to you for $9.97? Does it have a pathway to success? Yes, more than likely. But can it suck? Yes. Why can it suck? I realized this when I did my very first funnel hack. And I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that after all of the education, I bought tens of thousands of dollars, $20,000 now, $30,000 worth of products, guys. I'm in this game. And nothing taught me more than the day I spent funnel hacking. Learning about my market, learning about what it was selling, learning about what headlines were using, what funnels were working. That day, in and of itself, taught me more than anything else. And the question is why? Why did it teach me more? The king of ClickFunnels is Russell Brunson. I love Russell Brunson to this day. Met him several times. Great guy. I love everybody at ClickFunnels. And he turned to me, or he didn't turn to me. I always say that. I need to stop saying that. He was telling a story where he was talking about when he hadn't made any money as a funnel builder yet. Or as a business, period. And he was trying to build funnels, and it wasn't really working. And he was mostly buying everyone's products. And then it got to a point where he couldn't buy anyone's products anymore. And once he got to that point where he couldn't buy any more products, he did something very unique. He watched what people were doing. How were they selling? What was the email sequence? How did they structure their emails? How did they structure their video? Why was their sales page set up this way? And he modeled it. Now, was he 100% successful? No. But he was successful faster. Like it all came together more quickly. And once he started to figure out, oh, you need upsells. Oh, you need this, you need that. You have the potato gun story. And you have all of these other businesses that just started to take off for him. Okay? The key to getting all of this working is to understand funnel hacking. And it is literally that simple. Everybody skips this because it's boring and it's killer. But let me tell you, I've spent 6-8 months with clients on Facebook ads, and they blame me when the Facebook ads don't convert and the funnel doesn't convert. I hate to tell you, I'm the analyst. I'm the person who put the numbers together for you. I'm the person optimizing everything for you. I know what's not working, and I'm adjusting, and it's working. But there is a time period between your launch and getting it right. It takes a while, especially when you start with nothing, which is what most people do. They're like, oh, yeah, I was thinking about doing this. Well, is there a ClickFunnels template for that? Yeah. And they do that and they build it out. They have someone else build it out. Does anybody do a funnel hack? No. Why not? Because it's boring. If you model what's already working, the design, the headlines, the video copy, model, don't steal, model. They've already spent thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars proving this. Did you know that especially the e-commerce space, a lot of the 2 Comma Club awards, they spent at least $600,000 to make $1 million. That's not that great of a return, guys. It's not that great. But they spent the money. Why? Because the funnel was working. Now, would you be smart or stupid not to try to learn how they did it and model that same process? You'd be smart, but I tell you right now, you would rather listen to somebody talk to you for hours on end about how they did it rather than go and buy the product, rather than go and learn how they do it. Just go through it, take screenshots. Just, golly, guys, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. It is the #1 way to learn, especially the #1 way to shortcut all of this. There's this thing called growth hacking. Have you heard of growth hacking? Growth hacking was built off of funnel hacking. It is literally going and seeing what works, model it, and then blow it up. Okay, it's just growth hacking is the professional term. If you want to go super professional, it's market research. We do market research here, but we're looking for a growth hacker because that's kind of a new term. If I said funnel hacker inside of a business, they'd be like, There was a time when I didn't have a job. I had my business had failed hard, and this is before I got my job at my big marketing company. And I was applying everywhere I could, and I put funnel hacker on resumes. Tell you what, fastest way not to get anybody to respond to you. Okay, you need to understand funnel hacking, growth hacking, market research. They're the same, and it's absolutely required. Let me ask you a question. If you were to do math, would I give you a calculus problem without teaching you the basics of algebra and geometry? No. Why? Because calculus is already freaking hard. Okay? I didn't take that class. I don't know how I got out of that, but I did. I took pre-calc. And I didn't do well in that class. And which is why I work with funnels, because it's basic numbers. Division? Got it. Okay, that's cool. Multiplication? Yeah. Fractions? I could do that. Okay? And so it literally, there's everything builds on the basis of something previous. Calculus builds off of algebra, pre-algebra, multiplication, addition, division, all of that. It builds off of that. You have to understand that before you get there. The same is true in anywhere you go. If you're going to look at philosophy, you have to understand where the philosophies came from. What are their roots? Okay? Where are all the creation stories from? What are all these people talking about? Okay? Where does that come from, and how does that create our current reality? It's important to know. In the same way, and yes, I'm a geek. I study all that because it's smart to be smart, but now it's just relaxing to go and see all this stuff and learn. Okay, but if you want to understand quantum physics, multi-world theory, string theory, you have to understand physics, which means you have to understand chemistry, and science to a basic degree. Okay? Everything stands on that. Why would marketing and your business be any different? Instead of talking to somebody who has found the way and is going to pay you on how to do it, go find it out yourself. Take the time, go through their system, make notes of everything, get a piece of paper, get a pen, write down all the genius things that happen and model it. I tell you, the fastest way for you to hurt yourself is to think that you are the genius that's going to change the world without going back to what was working. Tell you what, if Steve Jobs started his business, if he sold the iPhone without understanding what an MP3 player was or a cell phone, do you think the iPhone would have taken off? No. They came out, if you remember, the first thing they came out with was the iPod. After the iPod, they came out with multiple variations of that. And then they came out with the video iPod. I remember when that came out. My sister was so excited. She saved all of her money, went and bought one. And then next year, they were everywhere for cheaper. And so she was really upset, but that's okay. Literally, there are steps you need to take that the marketplace has taken, but you need to do those steps. If you're going to create an offer, if you're going to create a funnel, if you're going to create a sales message, whatever you're going to do, you must stand on the shoulders of those who have gone before. You must. Because I guarantee you, if you try, you're going to be spending 6 to 8 months losing money and wondering why don't funnels work, and why doesn't Facebook ads work? Why doesn't solo ads work? Why doesn't any of this work? Guess why? It doesn't work because you thought you were a genius and you didn't work on what's currently working today. You didn't stand on the shoulders of what's working. It's literally that simple. And it's funny because as I've gotten my funnels to work, I've started to be able to rub shoulders with some of the bigger guys up here in the world of funnels that are working, and they're like, "Oh gosh, you understand it. Good." And I'm like, "What? This is the secret nobody tells." Funnel hacking is the key that unlocks the door. But you need to do it ethically, and you need to take the time. And I guarantee you it will shortcut faster than that course will. Now, nothing against information products. I sell information products. Nothing against information products. The goal of an information product is to give you the information that you need to get from here to here. That's the goal of an information product. Okay? That's it. But I guarantee you, if you take that information product and you add on a funnel hack, game over. You've won. Okay? But the key is to do that. It is to funnel hack. Don't just think that they're going to go and get all the results for you because you bought their course. It doesn't work that way. What does work is getting your butt out there, do a little bit of research, and it all works out. Guys, this is why funnel hacking works. It's simple, but it's so boring everybody skips it. But it is literally that easy. And I don't know if I can take a sledgehammer to this anymore. I'm sure I will, but not in the next couple episodes. You've heard it enough. So thank you for watching this, guys. This has been episode number 2. Thank you for being here. And hang on for episode number 3, 4, and 5. Specifically, I'm creating something that I want to give you guys for free. There's something I've been building, I've been working out. I want to give it to you 100% for free, but I haven't quite built it yet. It's coming, but it's not there yet. So what I'm doing is I'm getting it ready for you. And so by video 4 or 5, by podcast 4 or 5, YouTube, wherever you are, you should be able to watch that. All right. So if you could do that for me, just keep watching, stay on. I'm going to give you something spectacular for free. It's going to be worth it. I guarantee it. I'll see you guys over there. And bam! Thank you for being here. If you like this at all, it would mean so very much if you could leave a review, whether you're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, or wherever you are. Leave a quick review and let me know what your favorite story has been, or what you've learned that's been most impactful. It takes less than a minute, and it would literally mean the world to you. Go leave a real quick review, and I'll be working on the next episode for you.